Welcome. This is our weekly reading for October 7th through October 13th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We are all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody involved in the situation and so on. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, riding that wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, check out the links that I provide below. Show your love and support to the artists and musicians and see if you find some further signs and symbols for this reading for you. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi Capricorn, welcome. This is our weekly reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Inquiring for October 7th through the 13th, 2016. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for Capricorn. For the highest and greatest good of all, one card for focus, clarity, understanding, the energies of the week for Capricorn, and wisdom to ride these energies best. I'm going to start with one card for clarity for Capricorn. The Six of Swords. So, smoother waters, learning to navigate your ship, your boat, your car, your direction, your seas, your storms, your waters. I feel like this card is always sort of interesting because it combines elements somehow. You know, it's a swords card, so it stands for the mind, you know, mental clarity, mental understanding of your lessons, how to get through those waters that were sort of bumpy. And it's almost like you learn your lessons and you gain stability, you gain strength, you gain resolution, I hear for some reasons, but navigation, you know, to navigate these waters, these storms, whatever weather comes, whatever patterns come around you, you stay solid in your boat. But the Six of Swords also sort of means travel. So it brings us sort of to physical environment. It could actually mean you're traveling. You're going across water. You're going across, you know, an ocean, a lake. I always think of more like a stream or a bridge or, you know, over a bridge, like across a river kind of thing. But in this card, you're in the river, in the stream, in the emotions, in the experience. Your heart is here. Your heart's on the journey. Your heart's moving forward with you as you learn. So I feel like you're exposed to the elements here, but you're moving to where it's warm. You're moving to where the sun is coming out for you. You're gaining stability. You're learning how to put up your sails, you know, how to move your sails with the wind and like move with the winds of change, move with the current to go the easier route, the easier way. And it takes learning. You know, it took understanding some lessons, understanding some situations, understanding some bumps in the road so that you could find these smoother waters. You could find a better boat. You could find a better way. You can gain some more strength. You can see a better day. It's always something good coming, something smoother on its way, and you're a part of it. You know, it's something smooth in your actual environment. It's smooth inside, you know, your inner environment. And I feel like there's always heart involved somehow too. You know, because you put yourself out there. You put yourself into something. You got yourself into something. You got yourself out of something, Capricorn. So some of you could actually be moving, you know, this month, thinking about moving positions, moving direction, maybe taking yeah, I see like a different route in something, like going to the same destination, but a different way, a way that works better, a way that's smoother. Maybe actually like getting up for work different, like earlier, going actually a different way, something like that. I feel like transportation is somehow involved. And timing, maybe you learned your lesson, you were late for something before, and now there's another way. You just had to plan it out better. Leave at a different time. Prepare the night before. Do it differently to bring balance, to bring structure, to make it feel like it's equal, even, smooth. You know, like four-wheel drive, all moving at once kind of thing. I don't know where that came from. So I see spirals. So, you know, I feel like that's the wind. You know, that's creation. It's movement all around you, and you staying grounded, finding your way through, regardless of all this movement around you, Capricorn. So I'm going to go to the Enchanted Map Oracle cards and pull another card for Capricorn. More clarity on Six of Swords, moving to smoother waters, navigating your boat, your ship, you know, the way you're going, seeing, I see like a compass and like maps and like barbells, like weights. I don't know why I see weights. Maybe you needed weight on your boat, you know, something to weigh things out, to bring some stability. I feel like it's kind of like when you have a long boat. And like I've seen people that bring their dogs on their like canoes because their dog is big enough to create a stability and weight for them, even though they're on the boat sort of by themselves. So maybe it's something like that. Maybe you're bringing your dog along, something with animals or weight, or changing the weight, changing something like that. Maybe you're bringing some animals into your world. That was sort of a strange turn with the Six of Swords, Capricorn. I never thought of that before with that. But I'm seeing like a dog on a boat. You know, a small boat and a person and like a dude fishing. Something like that. Or like a girl fishing in a hat. And I see like a baseball cap, even though this girl is naked. All right, let's go to the Enchanted Map Oracle for Capricorn. Wizard of Awareness 3. I see these spirals again. That same spiral pattern. That wind, that change, that creation, those seasons. I see like almost like a Celtic knot. I see growth. I see like the nautilus shell starting from an internal center point. And it just expands like season by season. Opportunity by opportunity. I feel like there's growth here, you know, like rings of a tree. Like if that's a tree, you know, as the tree grows, the rings get wider. I feel like it's wire as well. Like maybe you do wire wrapping jewelry, something like that. I see that there. Like something with copper and gold and something that you pinch with pliers. Maybe you do electronics or something with RAM, computers. I want to say 2-bit, something like that, or maybe even animation. I see numbers in this creativity. So usually the 3 is the Empress, but they made it almost like the Magician as well, like the Magician and a Sage. You know, like you've been thinking about something for a long time. I feel like there's honeycomb in your robe, you know, like something sweet, busy like a bee, you know, dictating roles and, you know, seeing how the whole picture works together like a community, something like that. I see like a gateway here, like maybe a dimension, something between dimensions, something that you can dream about and then bring, or dreamt about, and you bring into fruition. You bring from awareness to your physical reality. Maybe this is you learning all these lessons, thinking about everything you went through, thinking about where you're going next, what you're creating now. All right, I'm going to go to the Angel Tarot and pull another card for Capricorn. I feel like there's almost like Empress energy here, like creation, or like you're thinking of, I don't know, like messages, like making phone calls. I see like, yeah, like the internet, or like telepathy, something like that, like where you think of somebody and they call you. Hyper awareness, maybe there's maybe there's somebody around you that's younger than you and hyper, and you're thinking of like calm ways to get creative with them, you know, to help energy magnify in a different way, have a different outlet for energy. That's sort of interesting. Maybe you have children around you and you don't know where to help them place their energy, or this is you and you're placing your energy somewhere creative, somewhere sweet like honey. I think of nourishment and like, yeah, nourishment. All right, let's get one more card for Capricorn for the Six of Swords, Wizard of Awareness, the 3 and the 6 and the 9. So 3, 6, 9. And the 9 is the Hermit. So that is you. I feel like that's almost the same energy here. It's finding those answers inside of you first and finding a creative solution, finding how to let your light out, finding how to get out those ideas that you have, Capricorn. The Hermit could be a Virgo energy around you. It's a 9, it's completion. So I feel like there's definitely, you know, maybe that you were thinking about something first and contemplate moving forward, how to move forward, how to work with these strengths, how to work with these storms and everything you've gone through, you know, to move to balance, stability, to a better place, a better environment. You know, it starts with finding this answer inside of you, turning the light on first inside of you. Meditation, you know, good solid alone time to think, Capricorn, to contemplate something, to get the wheels spinning somehow. This is Archangel Raziel, and it's spending time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. I feel like the Hermit is always, you know, somebody not afraid to go out on their own, you know, go out for a walk by themselves, and just, you know, have some good alone time to relax, to rest, to really retreat into yourself, to have like communion with yourself, and like prayer, so that you can find that internal balance first. And like, I feel like here are the messages. Pay attention to those ideas, those inspirations that you have inside of you. They're all little sparks. They're all little light bulbs to light your way, to light your path, to get, you know, it's all like each one of these is the center point, and then it starts to spiral out and magnify out. I feel like the Hermit is, it's almost like the same dude, you know, a sage, somebody wise. It's telling you to be wise, find the answer inside yourself. Perhaps you're a guide for somebody else too. I feel like you're the wise one, the elder. Even if you're not old, it doesn't mean you're old. It just means you're like internally wise, like you learn your lessons. Capricorn, you understand that going through things brings you power, brings you stamina, brings you stability, and it's starting to do something right. So maybe you're completing something the right way so you can begin something the right way. Finding an answer inside yourself. I feel like there's cycles here. And passion that you find inside of yourself, Capricorn. And that passion somehow turns on the light, and somehow you just shining your own light ends up bringing the light to others, but not necessarily your light. The like the inspiration for others to go on the journey on their own, to find their own light, to find their own passions, to find their own truths, you know, to find their own sparks of inspiration that magnify out for them. So I feel like you're somehow an inspiration here, but that inspiration starts with the answer inside yourself, you know, and I feel like it moves both you and others to smoother waters. All right, Capricorn, I hope this was helpful for the week. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.